In the future, humanity faced an energy crisis, leading to the development of a technology that enables energy extraction on the moon's surface to produce innovative fuel. Mines were built on the far side of the moon, and a single person is sufficient to oversee them. That person is our protagonist, Sam Bell, who signed a 3-year contract. Nearing the end of this term, he has grown quite scruffy and melancholic. His only companion and assistant is a robot named Gertie. All Sam can think about is how much he wants to go home. Photographs of his wife and daughter are plastered everywhere. Another batch of helium-3 isotope has been sent to Earth. Sam has only 2 weeks left on the station but is anxious about a broken satellite, which has disrupted direct communication with Earth. Occasionally, he receives messages from his superiors and his wife, Tess. Thoughts of reuniting with his beloved family keep him from losing his mind. More than anyone else, Sam longs to see his daughter. To stave off madness, he has taken up the hobby of carving miniatures of his hometown from wood. One day, he experiences hallucinations, seeing a girl, which causes him to scald his hand with boiling water. After sleeping, Sam wakes up in a cold sweat. During routine exercises, he becomes short of breath and starts experiencing headaches. One of the harvesters extracting helium-3 breaks down, and Sam heads to it in a lunar rover. Another hallucination leads to a serious accident. Sam wakes up in the infirmary with limited memory, and Gertie informs him he needs some recovery time. His eyes are sensitive to light, and his legs won't cooperate. He overhears Gertie reporting the accident to his superiors. However, the robot tries to convince him that there's no direct communication and that it's merely sending a video report. After some time, Sam insists on returning to work. The harvester needs repairs, but Gertie has orders not to let him outside under any circumstances. Unhappy with this, Sam devises a ruse, tricking the robot into releasing him under the pretense of checking the station's hull integrity. The plan works, and Gertie lets him outside. Sam immediately jumps into a rover and drives to the accident site. Inside the wrecked rover, he finds a body in a spacesuit, an exact duplicate of himself. He brings the body back to the station and places it in the infirmary. The duplicate regains consciousness, with a bandage on his hand from the burn. Sam wonders if the man in the infirmary is just another hallucination. When he wakes up again, he sees the duplicate once more and asks Gertie what's going on and who this guy is. The robot dodges the question, offering food or suggesting rest instead. Eventually, the duplicate Sam initiates contact. He says he's only been on the station for a week. They argue about slippers and call each other clones. Later, the first Sam thanks the second for saving him. Now, they have a partner to play ping pong with. The newcomer loses miserably. During a conversation, they reminisce about their wife, and pale Sam, unlike healthy Sam, also remembers his little daughter on Earth. A message from management informs them that a rescue team will arrive in 14 hours. The older Sam is happy to soon reunite with his wife, while the younger one suspects there may be more clones on the station. They discover that part of the town model was built before the older Sam's arrival on the moon. This leads them to search for a hidden room where other duplicates might be kept. They deduce that maintaining clones like them is more cost-effective than training new employees. They scour every corner of the station, but it's all in vain. Finally, they decide to examine the area where the model is located, but this leads to a fight between the two Sams. After the scuffle, the older Sam's face is covered in blood, though he doesn't seem seriously injured. He complains to Gertie about his partner's temper, realizing why Tess left him. Gertie reminds him how he ended up on the station, explaining that there was an accident and Sam woke up in the infirmary. However, Gertie eventually reveals the truth. Sam wasn't brought to the station but revived. He underwent tests for mental stability and physical health, a standard procedure for clones. His memories of his wife and daughter were implanted, taken from the real Sam Bell. The same procedure was done with the second clone after the system assumed the first one had died in an accident. Healthy Sam insists that the lack of direct communication with Earth is a lie, and they must find a way to contact someone on the planet. Both Sams drive their rovers away from the base and find signal jamming devices that block communication. The older Sam begins coughing up blood and returns to the base. There, his condition worsens, and he vomits blood into the toilet. His tooth falls out. Access to his file on the computer is blocked, but Gertie comes to the rescue. The video dossier reveals another frail Sam Bell losing his hair. At the end of their contract, clones are placed in capsules supposedly to be sent to Earth, but are actually incinerated. The cycle repeats every 3 years, the lifespan of a clone. The men investigate the cryogenic capsule and discover a secret passage. Descending the stairs, they find a massive room filled with pods, each containing another new Sam Bell clone in stasis. The older clone leaves the station's signal jamming zone to call home. A girl answers, revealing that Tess died years ago. Before him stands his daughter, Eve, now 15 years old. Sam tries to learn how his wife passed, but hears the voice of the original Sam Bell and ends the call. He cries, longing to return home. The older Sam's condition deteriorates rapidly. He trembles, coughs incessantly, and can barely stand. He suspects the rescue team arriving in 7 hours will eliminate them as witnesses. The younger Sam puts the dying clone to bed and reviews the recording of his conversation. He asks Gertie to help awaken another clone, hoping to save their lives. The older Sam is shocked to see another sleeping duplicate. Sam number 2 shares a plan: leave the third clone in the wrecked rover while they escape to Earth. The older clone's legs fail, marking the end of his lifespan. He refuses to leave, choosing to stay and die in the rover instead of the third clone. Before parting, the clones reminisce about meeting Tess. The older clone, barely moving, is carried to the rover by Sam and left to live his final hours alone. With 1 hour and 40 minutes until the rescue team's arrival, Gertie warns Sam that his plan might fail since the robot recorded everything. However, Gertie offers to erase all records after Sam's departure, fulfilling its primary goal of helping humans. Gertie bids farewell, and Sam loads into the rocket that usually transports helium-3 to Earth. At the last moment, he programs the harvester to destroy the signal jammer. As the rescue team enters the station, the new clone awakens. The older Sam watches a bright spot in the sky. Their plan succeeded. We learn that Sam reached Earth and testified against the corporation. That's all. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to like and comment. Thank you for watching and see you soon.